Hi everybody, my name is Jenny Cassill and I'm the robotics teacher here at North Thurston High School. Also teach AP Physics, I coach our after-school competitive robotics team, and I'm one of the librarians. So I'm a helpful person. If there's anything I can do to make this a great year for your student, please don't hesitate to ask. So I wanted to walk you through some of the basics of our class like we would if you were here in person. And I'm so sad that I'm not here tonight so that your students can't show off their robots, but we'll try to send some pictures and videos of those home to you so you can see the cool stuff pretty soon. So we organize all of our content in Canvas. Students are doing hands-on stuff every day is where the bulk of their work is happening as they're building their robot. They also have a lot of computer time because as we get further into our units here, they're going to start coding their robots, which involves learning some pretty cool technology skills. So in Canvas, there is a calendar that is on the home page, and it gives sort of our theme for the week and what the challenge is. There's always something that I need to see to grade, so our students able to have their robot perform successfully to show their learning. And there are things that we turn in. So this week we're working on a challenge where students are either building a golfing machine. It can hit a wiffle golf ball up a hill and into a cup, or they're building a catapult that can launch the same type of golf ball and accomplish the same task, but using a totally different machine. So we started the week with a little bit learning about what is a robot. We introduced the challenge, and then the rest of these days we're working on it, with Friday being the last day for this particular challenge. So everything else, you'll notice there's no links on here. If I click on the slides, it actually just goes back in time so you can see what students were doing the week before. And so you can see what things they should have been turning in and doing. Under modules is where all of our assignments are collected and coordinated. They're sorted by week so we can keep up with what we're currently doing and customize the class to match the students' needs. When students have this little mark by an assignment, it means that they haven't submitted that assignment yet. I accept late work and missing work all the way up until the closing date on Canvas. So when I create an assignment, I get to set the day that the assignment closes. Usually I create about a 2-week window because life happens, but within that window, students need to submit those assignments. And there are real due dates because sometimes we need to complete things in order to get started on a challenge, or so students know what to build or do or code, and so they can keep up with the class. The only way a student fails in here is by not trying and not working. That's the only reason that a 0 goes in the grade book, is because something is missing and has not been attempted. The details for how students are graded are listed in the syllabus, as well as some of the topics that we'll cover. So 20% of the students' grade is in this professionalism category. This is a career and technical education class, so that means we look at a lot of workplace-inspired criteria for some of our decision making. The daily process of being a professional at your job counts for 20% of that grade. This 10% that's work habits, that will come from, as we get further into the year, students self-reflecting on how they think they've used their time as a worker in here, as well as on larger projects, how they've managed their time when they've been given more independence. Project, that's 70% of the grade, is where all of those performances and real engineering tasks go. So when students create a budget for their project, or if they create a professional presentation showing the robot, or they actually build a working model and they test that and demonstrate that it can accomplish a task, that's what goes in the project category. The rest of the details about what the class includes are listed in here, including some of our policies about behavior, late work, makeup work. The biggest challenge for me is about technology use being appropriate. Students really should have their cell phones put away, just good manners when we're here in class. They're a super useful tool in school. There's no denying that. But when they become a distraction from the classroom work, I ask students to put them away. So that's our reasonable expectation that we follow in here. Otherwise, That's the basics of what we do. We'll spend this fall using the Lego Mindstorms EV3 robot, which are really rad. And I have another video that I'll send along that sort of shows some of the cool stuff that they can actually do. And we'll spend the second part of the year using, or maybe hopefully even sooner, maybe, using Arduino, which is an integrated circuit board with a brain that can have sensors and other circuitry added. So students will be able to build pretty real raw machines that way and then code them and control them to do some unique things. With that, thank you so much for checking in tonight. I'm sorry I'm not there to be with you in person, and I hope this is a wonderful year. Please don't hesitate to reach out if you ever have questions or if you need help or if there's something I can do to help make this a wonderful year for your student. Thanks and have a good night.